Chief Minister Digambar Kamath has exposed himself as a puppet in the hands of emissaries of the High Command. By dropping Pandurang Matkaikar from the cabinet and inducting Sudhin Daulikar, Chief Minister has shown that he does not have a backbone, accepting the dictum of the powers in Delhi to induct a legislator who had once ditched the government as a minister and joined hands with the detractors to topple the government. When the first coup failed, Daulikar was also a part of the second coup. And rumours are doing the rounds that Babush Monserrat is to be inducted in the cabinet by dropping another congressman. Babush Monserrat has not only been a party to both the coups but had earlier ditched the Congress at the 11th hour and contested assembly elections on United Goan Democratic Party, which has now been de-recognized. As of now, things do not seem very cozy for the Congress-led government, and the party is seriously thinking of going back to the electorate. In fact, it is learned that Panchayat Minister Manohar Asgaonkar and KP MLA Chandrakant Kaulekar have already started gearing up their workers to get ready for the dissolution of assembly by May this year. It could also be a threat to congressmen in Goa to behave themselves and toe the line of the High Command or face the consequences. But it is frustrating for the Chief Minister in waiting and leader of opposition Manohar Parrikar, who unsuccessfully tried to topple the government twice and failed. Worse still, he has been promising BJP workers since last June to give him 3 months' time to form the government. In fact, while speaking to the media recently, he let the cat out of the bag when he blurted out that he will topple the government if it continues to exist by July this year. At the fag end of last week, it was for all to see that the priest still has control over their flock, as when the news on an attack on Tilamol parish priest Father Lucio Dias by 2 brothers got round, the faithful got together and not only ransacked the shop of the accused but resorted to Rasta Roko, thereby disrupting normal life. Though we condemn the assault on the priest, or for that matter anybody from taking law into their hands, we also condemn the inconvenience caused to the general public. Evangelico and Joe DeCosta were the only 2 accused, but the general public, especially the students answering board exam, were held to ransom. And not so surprisingly, there was not a word from the man of God to his people to forgive and forget, nor was a word of advice to his flock that by their action of blocking the roads, they were causing hardships to the innocent. And to end Goa that was, Chairman of Dempo Group of Companies, Srinivas Dempo, set an example for others to follow. While naming Natasha Pala, Asia's #1 tennis player in the under-14 category as Dempo's Goodwill Ambassador, announced ₹1 crore for promotion of sports in Goa. Srinivas Dempo said that he is plowing back what he ripped from the earth. That's all we have in Goa that was. I'll be back next week. Before we resume with more news, we'll take a short break.
Welcome back. The 45th National Maritime Day was celebrated recently at Sayanthara Auditorium at Headland Sada, Vasco da Gama. The topic this year was Growth of the Indian Economy and its Impact on Shipboard Manning and Training. On the 5th of April 1919, SS Loyalty was the first vessel to sail to London from India. Ever since, the day is celebrated as National Maritime Day. The chief guest for the function was Dr. S.R. Shetty, the director of the National Institute of Oceanography, Goa. Captain A.K. Handa had consented to be the guest of honor. Captain Pradeep Korea, while speaking to Goa 365, highlighted the problems faced by the industry at the moment.
By and large, the industry as a whole is definitely facing a severe manpower crunch.
He suggested the following solutions.
As organizations, we are aware of the young students today not coming out to sea. So we have started, and plus we need to know, we understand that we have to go into Tier 2 and 3. As associations, INSA, MASA, FOSMA, we have looking at creating an awareness campaign, basically to make the youth aware that there is such a career in the maritime industry, which is a lucrative career.
Exams out, holidays in. It's definitely party time for kids. But alas, the same can't be said about the parents. With children not knowing what to do with all the free time on their hands, parents are rattling their brains to keep their kids busy with constructive activities. Vilesa Quadros moved around the cities of Goa to check out what the organizers of summer camps have to offer for the kids.
Summer camps and short-term courses in music, dance, pottery are some of the activities your child could enroll this summer. These activities will not only keep them busy but will also help them in development of skills like communication, competitiveness, teamwork, which will enable the child to come out of his or her shell.
We have these camps going on, and the main aim is to make sure that the child gets all-round development, not only in the school but even during the holidays, that they can use their time well. And the main reason of having this is to make sure that we give every opportunity for youngsters, especially children, to make the best use of their holidays. We will keep our fees very minimum, that is maybe say 300 rupees for every course, providing them all professional coaches or trainers. So we have around 27 different activities, and where we have a crowd of around right now 872 people who are there. And as I said, the aim is to make sure that we help children to give their best.
Some of the places where summer camps are being organized are Don Bosco's Panjim, Lemon Tree at Taligaon, Any Dinis at Borda in Margaon, and at the Fatorda Stadium. Don Bosco's Auditory Panjim has a wide variety of activities to keep the child of the age group of 5 to 16 years busy. Filmmaking, personality development, computers, sports, music, dance, vegetable carving, crafts and painting are just some of the activities parents can choose from. The timings for the camp is from 9 am to 12:30 pm and from 4 pm to 7 pm, and the charges are rupees 300 per course. Lemon Tree at Taligaon has planned an adventure-filled summer for children between the age group of 3 years to 16 years. Hiking, rifle shooting, sculpture, yoga, pottery, boating are some of the many courses being held during the month-long Summer Kids Camp. The camp is priced at rupees 1,250 per child. Music, dance, wine and sun-kissed beaches, that's what Goa is made of. It is an integral part of our culture. Music is proven to have healing powers. Any Dinis at Margaon is conducting classes in guitar, organ, violin, drums, priced at rupees 900 onwards. The institution promises to help the child rejuvenate for the coming academic year. Olympics 2008 is knocking on our doors, and if you like your child to be a sportsman, Sports Authority of Goa will provide your child the right guidance and offer them par excellence training by professional trainers at nominal rates in swimming, diving, badminton, cricket and football.
That's all we have for you today. Before we end, here is a reminder of the headlines. BJP Women's Wing to sell oil and coconut at reasonable rates to counterprice the rise in vegetables and other cereals. Kalangut Punch member assaulted by unknown persons. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis for you. Until then, it's goodbye and good night.